Damn.
Because my older brother's still in addiction, he's still selling. Like that's what I was doing,
Oh, really?
and I almost drank myself to death. So whenever I got real bad, then I just ended up coming out here.
Well, that's, you know what? All right, so this is where we're going to start then. So,
Okay.
what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Melin, two babies. I am from Oklahoma.
All right. And so like you were just going into, so what brought you into recovery?
Um, I was I became an alcoholic and I was into drug addiction.
So
And
when did you come like an alcoholic? When was your first drink or use?
my first drink was whenever I was 15, and after that, I guess I just kind of kept exploring with it, and I just liked it. I liked the effects that I felt. My mind altered state. Yeah, it took me away from a lot of sadness. Took me away from being lonely, and but I ended up paying for it after. But I just kept doing it.
Dang.
Yeah.
So can you describe the moment when you realized you needed help and decided to seek treatment?
Yes, I started falling ill there for a minute. So I usually got doctors, my regular doctor checkups. Well, I went to my doctor and she told me that if I kept drinking the way I was, that she gave me about 10 months to live. That my liver was in bad shape. She said there wasn't any scarring or any cirrhosis yet, but if I kept drinking, because I was up to like I was drinking probably about a liter a day of 100 proof Tavarsky vodka.
Wow. For how long were you doing that?
For 6 years straight, every day.
Wow. So what was your experience like at Safe and Sound in terms of support and care for both like substance abuse and the mental health challenges?
When I came into Safe and Sound, I was really quite unsure because I had been to other previous treatment centers, so I really didn't know what to expect because this is my first time being in treatment. So I had finished my detox at a different place and also my PHP. So I came over here for my IOP, and when I came in here, I remember smelling popcorn, and I felt like it was almost at my cousin's house, you
Mm.
know, and the kindness that I experienced from everybody and the caring nature that they have here, it's like I didn't even meet a stranger when I came over here.
Mm.
It was just awesome. Just their family orientated program here. It's just really inviting.
So if you can describe like the environment and the culture of it, how would you describe the culture of Safe and Sound?
The culture, I guess just like the culture here. I guess I feel like they're just like a big old family.
Mm.
Everybody's really close to each other because I noticed at some other treatment centers where you can't go speak to like your case manager when you need to, or you need to make an appointment or something. But over here, they're readily available all the time, and even just walking through the halls, they don't act like they don't want to talk to you or anything. They're more inviting than they are anything else. And any questions that you have, they're always willing to talk with you about anything to make sure that you're comfortable and you feel safe here.
That's a huge part of that I see that, that I
Yes,
want to show.
yes.
All right. What specific therapies or programs at Safe and Sound have had the most impact on your healing journey?
My mental health journey here. I had no idea about mental health growing up. I wasn't taught that really. I came from a small town. I grew up in a Native American home, so we were kind of like, I guess, sheltered from bigger cities. So I didn't even know what mental health was until I came here, because mental health is the reason why I know that now that I was using and abusing alcohol and drugs. I had no idea how to manage my emotions. I didn't even know what they were. I didn't even know there was anything you could do about them to manage them. I used to be a real angry person. I used to get in trouble a lot because of that. But coming here, I learned how to manage my emotions. I'm not even. I'm not. People over here, they say they couldn't think of me any otherwise, and that just amazes me because of how much work I mean, they've helped me work on myself here to be a better person.
So you'd say that's one of the big transformations is.
Yes, the mental health, and not only that, their patience with me and working with me, because I was early in my sobriety when I came here. So then, even then, I still considered myself a bit aggressive, I guess, and stuff like that. But they didn't treat me any different. Patrick, he's a really awesome. That's a really awesome man.
Mm.
He's taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I really respect him. Yes.
Awesome. I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
All right. How has your relationship with family or loved ones evolved during your time in treatment at Safe and Sound?
Oh wow, my family. So I don't have any parents or grandparents. My immediate family, though, I have it. I have two aunts. Well, one of my aunts, she's always, been my backbone and my support, even in my addiction. She's never, left my side or anything. Well, my other aunt, which is my mother's twin sister, she actually quit talking to me for, I'm gonna say 10 or 15 years because of my addiction
Mm.
and what it led me to do, saying things I didn't mean to say and everything. And so, but right now, we're slowly but surely communicating.
Mm.
I went home recently about 2 months ago to go visit, and it was a great visitation. Every time I call now, she answers the phone. So, yeah,
Wow.
everything's going great.
Jeez.
It's unbelievable.
So at this time, how much time, if you don't mind, how many days sober do you have?
533.
But who's counting, right?
I just keep count because I like to keep count because it just feels good to me.
So you have
Myself,
how many days?
533.
Have you ever had that much time sober in your life?
No, not consistently. Never in my life. I've always used drugs or alcohol ever since I was like 17 years old.
What has
I've
been the biggest contributing factor to staying sober that long?
being here safe and sound. Like the community here, the fellowship here, the support. They're so caring and loving, and like I said, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just they're literally my family here,
Wow.
and they're the ones who, I mean, gave me space to grow here, and gave me a chance to be somebody who, I mean, I didn't even know I was.
Mm.
They literally are bringing the best person. They're helping me be the best version of myself here, and I'm
Mm.
forever grateful to them for that.
That's incredible. Can you share a moment when you felt you made significant progress in your recovery while at Safe and Sound?
Significant progress, that would have to be, so I'm an alcoholic and I like to drink, and so it was really hard, especially learning that it's an allergy that I suffer from, and both of my parents were both alcoholics as well. They both passed on from having cirrhosis. So it was extremely hard for me to stop drinking. And so I guess I was about 6 months. I still had the obsession of the mind. It was really bad. And I could, after groups, you can go out, go shopping or do whatever you. One day I just had it set. Nothing triggered me, nothing that whatever. I just wanted to drink, and I had it all planned out. I had it all planned out. I said, well, I'm gonna go back. I got up early. I walked to the store, get me an energy drink. Came home before anybody woke up, and I said, well, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go put my shoes on. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go get me a gallon of liquor. We go to the beach. So, as soon as I walk in the house, well, I see one of my housemates come in, and I'm just like, what is she doing awake? And then we ended up just. She asked me what I was doing, and I'm a really honest person. I just told her what I was gonna do, and she didn't try to stop me or anything. She just started talking to me. Well, what are you gonna do when you get over there? Well, what's gonna happen? And then after she was talking to me, it made me realize like these people, they're going out of their way to help me.
Mm.
I shouldn't be disrespectful like that. They're taking time out of their lives to help me, and I'm not gonna just go and destroy it. So at that time, I think that was the biggest time that I had. Ever since then, I just worked even harder since then.
Incredible. So going into your culture, so what I say, Indian culture,
Native American.
Native American culture, to give someone some hope in a Native American culture, what is that like? And with alcoholism and substance abuse.
Um, that's why I just keep doing the next right thing. I'm hoping that me being out here and them knowing what I'm doing, and every time any of my friends or my family ask me, I know that there's somebody watching out there, and I know that they all know me because I mean, me and me and people that I used to run around the streets with. I mean, we're well known because we all used to deal drugs and everything together. So as long as I keep doing the next right thing, because I can't save everybody, and I know that, and that breaks my heart too. But as long as I keep doing the next right thing and showing them that there is a different way, doesn't matter how old you are or where you come from, or if you're broke or poor or whatever, you can make it out here. And that's the reason why I keep staying here, and I'm ever so thankful for this support I have over here in Safe and Sound, because they're making it possible for me. As long as I keep doing the next right thing, well, then my life has gotten beautiful, and I hope that everybody at home is able to see that and see my growth, and not only that, to see how I talk different, to see how I act different, because there is a chance. I just don't want anybody to lose any hope.
We got to get you on social media. I don't know if I want to do that now, but having all of them see this version, that's the
Yeah,
kind of the power of social media.
yeah.
So okay, in Native American culture,
Hmm.
I have heard that there is a lot of drinking and substance use. Is that true?
Yes, that is
And
true.
why is that?
I grew up around natives. I grew up in a small town called Sealing, Oklahoma. So I grew up with about 30 of my cousins. So all of our parents were all drinking. Like I had my real father passed when I was 1. Then my mother was I was blessed to have her in my life until I was 25. Well, my mother and all her cousins, my aunts and my uncles, they all was out drinking all the time. So I was exposed to alcoholism ever since I was young, a young child. And not only that, of course, we all, fell into their footsteps, and we all started drinking at a young age. We drank all the way through high school, and that was, it seems like it was the norm. Now, not drugs so much. I made that choice my own self whenever I was about 23 or something.
Mm.
But yeah, it's really bad in those communities because there's literally nothing to do. I mean,
So I had a mentor of mine say, "You are your rituals and habits." And so, what rituals and habits do you have now that have kept you sober?
uh, I would say, in another form of meditating, smudging myself and smudging where I stay at. Not only that, staying connected with in my language we call him Behel, God, and praying every day and just like just following the direction of like my grandmother. My grandmother is one who took part in raising me,
Mm.
so I still follow a lot of things what she taught me whenever I was younger.
So you say smudging. For people that don't know what that is, what is smudging and why do you do it?
It's where you cleanse yourself, you cleanse your home, you get some sage or some cedar, where you pray before you get it from somewhere, and you just smoke yourself off,
Hmm.
and that takes away any bad energy in your home or whatever, so you can start new.
All right. I love that. I do that myself. So,
Awesome.
can you describe any challenges or setbacks you've encountered while you were in treatment at Safe and Sound, and how the center helped you navigate them?
Oh yes, because I came out here with a court case. I was facing 3 years of drug court because I had gotten a DUI back in 2022, and so I was fighting that case. And when I got here, they were more than willing to write character references for me because I haven't relapsed or anything, and that's what my respect for them is a reason why I didn't go out because of how much they were helping me and stuff. So I felt like I wanted to do better because they were offering me better. So whatever they would do for me, as far as navigating and helping me talk to my lawyer, taking me places where to go send my paperwork into and everything. And now like my court case is fixing to be over May 2nd.
Wow.
In about 2 weeks, and I was supposed to be on probation for 5 years.
Wow.
So I've got all my stuff done. They've helped me. Like I said, they've been really patient with me, giving me a chance to get my life back. And without them, there's no way. There's no way. I would probably be in prison right now.
Wow. That's incredible. How does Safe and Sound address the importance of self-care and mental health in addition to addiction treatment?
Oh yeah. Well, whenever I was in their OP program, I know Patrick literally comes in here and he will get us masks for our faces for self-care. They stress that all the time to take one day out of the week just for ourselves. He says that all the time, just to collect ourselves, to turn your phones off whenever you're on the weekends or whatever, and just go out by yourself. Whether it's an hour, whether it's all day, go do something that we enjoy. Even in our class we come to, when I was in Twilight, he literally bought all our stuff for us for the facial masks, and then he bought us little tubs for our feet, and he would literally bring water in here and transfer them to our bowls that we had with warm water. He's such a kind man.
And this is Patrick?
This was Patrick, and he still does that to this day.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that was quite an experience because I didn't know anything about that kind of self-care where I came from. I've never been to the spa or anything like that. So being exposed to that was really something else. I've never been good to myself like that. I thought being good to yourself was going out to drink or buying like huge amounts of dope or getting so high or whatever. No, it's not going to casino. It's not.
Mm,
Just the little simple things like, you know, just watching your favorite TV show whenever you have time, or,
mm,
you know, just
mm.
clipping your toenails or your fingernails or fixing your hair, or, you know, going out on a walk or watch a movie or something.
Yeah. Wow. So, what would you tell someone who is considering coming to treatment but is feeling uncertain or afraid to take that step?
I would, if I was talking to somebody directly, I would tell them that that if they want their life to change, they would come to Safe and Sound, because Safe and Sound is is literally safe and sound. They will keep you safe here. These people over here are so nice. They're so helpful. They're really patient people. It's like I said, it's family orientated. Nobody's a stranger here. And not only that, they help you along on your journey. It doesn't matter if you're detoxing or if you're lonely or if you're angry or irritated, whatever. They still find the best. I've never seen them be disrespectful to any clients. All I've ever seen them do was just encourage clients along the way, even though there's sometimes that you know, I wanted to step in and say something when clients were being mean to the staff, but, you know, it wasn't my place. But the staff here is incredible. They just take their time with them and talk to them like they're human beings, and they just move on. They have really big hearts here.
So, there's nothing to be afraid of about going to treatment?
No, nothing to be afraid of. If anything, this is a place to come to, you know? Because I mean, you not only that, you learn something. They make it fun here. They take you on outings here, and they have a family dinner every Sunday where everybody gets together, and everybody meets there, and you get to just fellowship with all your peers, get to know each other even better.
See, and this is what I wanted to show everyone about Safe and Sound. This stuff right here is
Yeah.
incredible. So, how do you feel Safe and Sound's environment supports a sense of community and belonging, especially for individuals with dual diagnosis?
Dual diagnosis, because they address both of them. They address substance use disorder and also mental health. They tell you that right whenever we come in here, because that's what I came over here for. Like I said, was my mental health. And whenever, yeah, and any questions you have, any of the facilitators here or whatever, any kind of questions you have, there's not a dumb question. Any question that you have, they will help you learn how to ask it correctly, or get down to exactly what you're speaking about. There was never a question that I had that went unanswered here.
Looking back at your journey so far, what would you say was the most surprising aspect of your recovery experience at Safe and Sound?
My surprising, um, surprising experience here. Oh, surprising experience. I would say me getting through my anger issues, I guess, because my therapist really worked really hard with me. I was a very angry person, but my surprising experience was that I learned how to deal with my emotions instead of lashing out and being violent.
Where was that anger coming from?
From fear.
Fear what?
Fear of not fear of the unknown, fear of not knowing anything. Because, like I said, I didn't really have any guidance until I came to Safe and Sound. I don't have any parents or grandparents. Here, I feel very safe and supported.
Yeah. Feel safe and sound?
Yes, I do.
All right. What are your hopes and goals for life after treatment, and how a Safe and Sound helps you prepare for this next chapter?
I too want to. Well, I'm enrolled in school. I'm actually doing an internship as a case manager to become a substance abuse counselor. I'm taking college courses at Cypress College right now. I've been in college since February 3rd. So I'm currently in school right now. So I plan on finishing that.
So, what's your goal? Do you want to become a therapist? Your KDAC? What's
My
your
KDAC. That's
Yeah?
what I'm going for. Yeah, my KDAC.
Okay. And then right now, someone on the other side of this camera is going to be watching this on whatever platform it is, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be. They're going to be watching this and about to take their next drug, drink, pill, you name it. If you can give them some hope, looking directly in the camera, what would you have needed to hear in order to make that move?
Love yourself. Give yourself some love. love yourself enough to stop hurting yourself like that. Realize and recognize that it's not just you that's hurting and going through some things. Everybody has problems, issues. There's no problems or issues bigger than the others. Everybody has things going on, and that's why we need to stick together and support one another and learn to work with one another. That way we can all succeed. Not just one, but everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for doing this interview with me. Your first time on camera. You
Yes.
did incredible.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's a wrap.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, Preston.
Yeah.